Friday night. I'm somewhere in Georgia. Hope everybody enjoy their weekend. Be safe. Enjoy yourself. Get out and enjoy the fall weather. Enjoy everybody. Love on people, not hate. But I want to title this one, When the People in Charge Fail to Listen. When the people in charge fail to listen. This latest mass killing is a prime example, and this may be the one that really sparked change in America in the way things are done. My understanding is this guy is highly trained, highly skilled, knows how to use a gun. He know how to survive. He's the Rambo of 2023. Seems like they got their heads full. I just seen something where the search is spread into Canada. They don't know where this guy is. They could be walking into all kinds of booby traps. Ain't no telling, God forbid, but ain't no telling how many law enforcement enforcers, military, whoever, National Guard, all the people they call, ain't no telling how many lives gonna be taken before they capture this guy or whatever the end may be. But I heard what they said about his background, military, and he was flagged and stuff. I think he was discharged because he was showing stuff. But that seemed very familiar, doesn't it? For the last 15, 20 years or so, we've been dealing, especially in the black community, with this same type of issue when it comes to policing, local law enforcement. The people in charge fail to listen. My wife was telling me this week about a cop they just hired in South Haven, I think. Came from another city. He was fired or something. And he had a bad record. And they hired him in South Haven, Mississippi. I think my wife was telling me he had a problem with tasing people. Needless tasing folks. I forgot what city she said he came from down here in Mississippi. What town? I think it was somewhere south of Tupelo, somewhere. But my understanding, they hired him in South Haven. And he's doing the same thing. Tasing people. Needlessly. And it seems like it just won't stop. I've been seeing stories like this for a long time now. Police have bad records. Lots of complaints. Before social media really took off, in all type of ways. You just think about, go back 25, 30 years ago, especially in our community, poor, average people community, poor white people community, where you had to deal with bad police. The cop that killed the little boy in West Memphis some years ago, Deontay Farrell, had a bad record, bad complaints. He was known for abusing people. My understanding, he was abusing white and blacks. We got a serious issue in America. And a lot of it comes from them ignoring situations, ignoring people, ignoring complaints. When they see it, they just sweep it under the rug. And this is what it had come to in America. Black Lives Matter. I never been the one who go out there and tie myself to any type of organizations. Just ain't my thing. But they didn't come out with the Blue Lives Matter movement until well after the Black Lives Matter. Now, before Black Lives Matter was founded, it came about, what were the Blue Lives Matter people? What were they out there speaking out against crime against the black people? What were they? They never been known for speaking up. The Blue Lives Matter folks, they never had no car. They just started that to rebuttal against the Black Lives Matter. Blue Lives Matter. Blue Lives been abusing average people. I've been out here a long time. I've been around for a long time. Before Black Lives Matter came about, those people weren't thinking about Blue Lives Matter. They could care less. They knew how cops were doing people. Now Blue Lives Matter. Now, but you sit around and watch how cops been doing black folks and poor people long before Black Lives Matter came around and said nothing. Want to take the attitude that just because we have a few bad cops, there's not a reason to sound the alarm. Just be, and it's always a thing in America from them. Just be quiet and go along with it. Don't sound the alarm. Just be quiet. This is what it's done come to now. All the cops, look at all the police that been in trouble in the national news in the last 10 or 15 years. Look at them. They all had records. They all have complaints. But they was able to quit, move around, get other jobs from city to city, town to town, and continue doing the same thing. Just move about. Yeah, sweeping the stuff under the rug. Long we get them off this force. For a long time, they kept them on the police forces, but it got to a point now where they just had to start moving them around. Okay, well, you done made a bad bed. However you want to say it. Now we got the it's time for you to go. We ain't gonna fire you. We ain't gonna give you no bad marks. We're just gonna say, well, you just decide to quit and move. Knowing this cop, women and men, knowing they have issues. Just like they trying to say with this guy up here, this lady, mental issues. Knowing, I guess you can say mental issues. But a lot of them are just wicked, evil. You give them authority, you give them a badge and a gun, they just add fuel to their fire. I love everybody, white and black, whatever color you are. God made me. I love everybody. I don't really look at racial issues as much. I mean, I don't live on racial divide, but I look at racial issues. You can't ignore it. Black folks had to deal with this for a long time before it started getting exposed to what cops were doing. This is a prime example of when the people in charge won't listen or ignore the signs. And this is in every professional life pretty much. I almost lost my son, my baby boy, on the point that the hospital wouldn't listen. Because I wouldn't take no for an answer, I saved my son's life. They wanted to send my son home with a misdiagnosis of indigestion or some gas. And my son was laid up in the hospital almost about to die. And me and my wife had went home that night from Baptist DeSoto in South Haven, Mississippi. My son would have died at home. It was the fact that I wouldn't take no for an answer and made them call LeBonham. That's what saved my son's life. Had kidney failure. They were passing it off for bad gas. And all while we was in the emergency room, they just laid him there. They wasn't doing nothing. We spent hours there. They wasn't doing nothing. They were about to send him on with bad gas and give him something for gas. This is the result where people won't listen. Where people in charge won't listen. Even on your jobs. People in charge will not listen to the lower level, like just say the supervisor. They want you seeing problems. You warning them. You trying to tell them, look, something ain't right. This ain't looking right. You've been there long enough at the job. You know when something ain't right. Or you looking at it, they just ignore you. Something about to erupt, or something about to give, or something about to break. They look down. Oh, you don't know no better. You don't know. I've been here such out here. Then when something happened, they lie and act like they never knew or had no idea when people been trying to tell them all along. I've been there. It's like we got all the degrees, we got all this, and they look over the common people and common stuff. They so smart and they so intelligent. Ain't no way a common person beneath them can tell them anything. And lo and behold, they find out the hard way that they should have listened. This is a big problem in the United States. Maybe this situation will really spark change. Get guns out of certain people's hands. Quit ignoring all the warning signs. Look at what is being shown to you. That's all they gotta do. Look at what's being presented. Look at what's there. It can't be hidden. People got issues. People got problems. They can't hide it. It's not the fact they're trying to hide it. It's just the fact that the people, somebody, is just ignoring the issues for whatever reason. And this is the end result. Mass killings, death. A lot of innocent people done been killed at the hands of police that have records. Tons of complaints. Tons and tons of complaints. Everywhere they go. Every police department, they don't work there. Some go work as state troopers. Then they'll quit. We go become deputy sheriff. Then go become city police. And everywhere they go, they racking up complaints. This right here is a prime example. They birthed this type of stuff. When they ignore the complaint and sweep the stuff under the world and pass the buck or push the wagon down the road, however you want to look at it, whatever type of however you want to describe it. This is what happened. This is the end result. Tragedy. Tragedy. Black folks been complaining about the police long before social media, long before Black Lives Matter. Police chiefs, people in charge, they see the police, they see the victim done been brought to jail, beat all up. They just sweep the stuff under the rug. Let the police go on, continue. Ask a few questions. They've been getting away with this stuff because of the people in charge failed to listen.